Hello traders, it's your one and only Forex skill coach Team Legend, and I'm super excited having you all here today on this one. Okay, some certain times when you run your technical analysis and price action, and then you've made everything, you've set everything up you want to set for, and you're anticipating price to get to a certain zone so that you take your entry, and then what happens, maybe sometimes you just notice that the zone or the area where you were expecting price to get to for you to take your entry, you just notice that price didn't get to it, and price began going your way, and even price broke through some certain support or resistance zones that you have set in place, and then you come into the chat and you're confused, and you're just like, man, what do I do right now? Should I rush into this market right now, or should I wait? And even if I want to wait, where should I wait onto? You understand some confusions that come up into your mind sometime when you look at your chart and see things went and see things went against your anticipation. All right, so today in this video I want to help you overcome some certain those kind of confusion and help you get back in track when you find yourself in such kind of situation. Okay, so if this is your first time on my channel, you want to do me a little favor, smash the red button below this video, which is the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Is very important so that you don't miss out a single video that I release on this channel, because here in this channel all I post are ways to win in the forex, the volatility index, and the boom and crash market. So you want to do me that little favor right now, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. If you've done that, thank you very much. And one more thing you want to do for me is to make sure you go to description, and the first link there is my Telegram channel. Make sure you join us in the community so that we all can keep winning together, because there I post strategy, I post analysis and signals and a lot of things that you really don't want to miss. Let's get started. So over here in GBP USD, this was an analysis that I made yesterday. I had run my analysis and every single thing, and all my everything that I always look out for when analyzing the market. That time this was where price was, and I made my analysis stating that I anticipate price to come down to this zone, okay, and then probably pick up from here. All right, so or if it doesn't come down to the zone, I anticipate that price should pick up from here. Okay, or if it doesn't pick up from here, if the bears are still pushing down, then I anticipate the price should pick up from somewhere here and then move to the upside. This was my expectation. Okay, so the whole idea behind this was just that I needed price to come and pick up from anywhere around here, either this zone or this zone, okay, or this zone. That was my expectation. But I just noticed that while I was busy waiting for price to work out in according to my analysis, I just noticed that price was just going against my wish. You understand? And as a trader, you've got to learn to be you've got to learn to have rules and stick to your rules. My rule is, if it doesn't get there where I anticipated, I don't want to do anything. Okay, and I don't want to rush into the market, because rushing into the market like this is just like you rushing into a moving train, and anything can happen. Okay, so I was just expecting price to fall according to my analysis, and waiting, and all I noticed was what? Price didn't even get to where I expected, only for me to wake up this morning and then I noticed price here, and I was like, wow. You understand? I was just like, wow. So imagine if maybe I rushed into the market, I should have got this, I should have made a lot of money from this, but because of my rules that says, hey, price must get to where I expect it to get to, else I'm not taking a trade. Okay, and I wasn't really focused on the chart because I've already made my analysis and I just left the charts. I had my price alerts on, so that once price gets to where I've set it for, let me get the alert and I will jump into the chart. So that's why I didn't really worry myself coming into the chart. If not, I should have seen a good entry around the zone. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. So what I'm talking about right now is when your analysis has gone against your will, all right, and then you find price running and running like this, should you just rush in now and place a buy, or what should you do? Okay, should you wait? And even if you want to wait, where do you want to wait to? Okay, what do you really want to do right now at this time? Where do you think the price would get to and give you a good reversal for you to take action? All right, so in this kind of scenario, what you want to do as a trader is, number one, you don't want to rush into the market. Okay, number two, you just want to reanalyze your market. You reanalyze your market, and then you be able to get good zones. Now, for you to be able to get good zones, if you look at the chart right now, you just be like, hey, everywhere is blank. What do I do? How do I even know where to set up my new zones? That's where we talk about your multiple time frame analysis. You want to make sure you have multiple time frame analysis. Don't be a trader who analyzes with just one time frame or two time frames. You want to make sure you have multiple time frame. If you notice, when you get to the 4-hour chart of this right now, you still kind of get confused, like, oh, what do I do right now? Even if you want to bring out a trend line like this right now, you just notice something like this. Okay, see, what is it? I'm bringing out a trend line, and yet I'm noticing the price has still broken out of this trend line. What am I to do? Okay, so as a trader, this is what you need to do. You want to go to higher time frame. Go to higher time frame. Don't be scared to go to higher time frame, because I've noticed that a lot of traders are usually scared because of their small account, and they'll be like, hey, as a small account owner, do I have any business to do with higher time frames? Yeah, you have business to do with higher time frame, traders. Okay, even though you have a $5 account, you have business with a higher time frame, because with a higher time frame you'll be able to get good zones. Okay, so right now in the daily time frame, I've gone to the daily time frame, and at the other hand, I've zoomed out to the smallest zoom level, and that's where I'll be able to see what I want to see right now. Okay, let me make the screen bigger. All right, now I've been able to see something that is gonna be different from what I was having before. Remember, at the initial, when I was in the 4-hour chart, I had a trend line placed here, and I noticed that price had crossed out of my trend line, so that was not going to give me a valuable something I'm looking out for. Right now in the daily time frame, I can see a better zone to place this. So if I place it like this between here, all right, I always love to do things like this. Have this here, I'll put it an eye here, and then I'll put another eye here. Tell him that's for me to give me that's like a checkpoint for me. Okay, I'll be giving you guys a strategy soon that talks about look points. You need to do me a favor and make sure you smash the subscribe button so that you don't miss out. That video is coming out soon. So now I've got this here, this is a valid trend line. Now what's happening, it simply means the price is below it, right? So since price is below it, I now have an idea of where this price is going to. Okay, now that I have an idea of where it's going to, because it's very important as a trader, you understand where price is going to and where price is coming from. You understand? You need to understand that fact. It's important you know where price is coming from and where it's going to, because if you don't know where it's going to, you will get confused about the charts. You will be confused. So you need to make sure you have an idea of where it's going to, because if you have an idea of where it's going to, you know what you want to set up for. You know where you want to take your entries and where you want to take your profit, or where you want to set your stop loss. That's very important. So right now with this, using this higher time frame analysis, I now have an idea of where this nigga is going to. Okay, so when I go to the lower time frame now, what I will need to do is to look for zones below price now. Okay, so I want to look for zones below price, having in mind that this is a daily, having in mind that at the daily time frame, this is nothing else but a downtrend in markets. Okay, it's a downtrend, right? Good. So if I go to the 4-hour chart right now, so since it's a downtrend in market and I've used the daily time frame to know where price is heading to, what does that tell you? It tells you right now that any day I see price at the zone, I want to look for a massive selling opportunity, because price is coming back to this zone after a very long time. Do you understand what I'm explaining right now? If you understand, go straight to the comment section and comment I understand. I want to make sure that a lot of traders are learning from this. Okay, so now you already have an idea of where price is heading to. Why is it running as fast as this? Where is it going to? Okay, so now I've seen where it's going to. So now that I've known where it's going to, what I want to do right now is to set more create more analysis below price. That is, as I have the idea that he's heading here, where I want to look for zones where I can set up my tools or my analysis tools, my trend line and all the rest below price, so that when I see price come to rest on it, I should look for a buying opportunity to the upside. Okay, that is just the whole idea. All right, in the 4-hour chart, it's a good uptrending market, and that's why I want to look for buying opportunities until I see a reason to sell. Okay, until I see a reason to sell. This is a higher time frame. You don't want to do that buying and selling and buying and selling in a lower time frame. You can do it in a higher time frame. Okay, I hope you understand. So a lot of people say, hey, if you notice price in the daily time frame is a downtrend, you want to look for only selling opportunities. But what do you want to do? Would you like to see money going as high as this and you just leaving it to go like that? No. All right, so you want to also take advantage of the bullish move, because this is a higher time frame on the 4-hour. The 4-hour is also a higher time frame. All right, so you still want to take advantage of it until you see the bears show up massively. Okay, because if you notice between here to here, you would notice that the bulls were massively in power. How many times did you see the bears show up? How many times? But the bulls were massively in power, and this is money going. So why not look for buying opportunities until price hits the zone? So this is going to be your zone, the zone you're looking out for to begin the new selling opportunities. I hope you're understanding this now, traders. I hope you're understanding this. But if you notice these kind of moves in a lower time frame, you don't want to mess around with buying and selling in a lower time frame. All right, so you just want to make sure you're taking advantage of multiple time frames, especially higher time frames. All right, so now I have an idea where this nigga is heading to. So whenever it gets here, all I'll do is to begin to reanalyze my market for selling opportunities. But as long as price is still here, I only want to look for buying opportunities. So right now, in order for me to look for my next zone where I want to take an entry, what I'm going to do right now is to go to a lower time frame again, and then I'll place this here. This is the previous resistance zone that price broke out from. So at any time, price might likely come back down to the same zone. So I can set this as a lookout point. Okay, so my anticipation right now is that, hey, price, you have to get down here, all right, before I buy. That's it. That's just what I want to look out for right now. Okay, that's just what I want to look out for right now, which means I'm not gonna jump into this trade blindly. I have an idea of what I want from this market. Okay, so you don't need to jump into trades anyhow as a trader. You need to always make sure you set out your reasons to take the trade. Okay, so learn to use higher time frames to figure things out. When price is going on a massive move to the upside or on a massive move to the downside that you cannot see any other zones around it, go to higher time frames. If you don't see any zone in the daily, go to weekly time frame. Get the zones is very important. Get the idea of where price is heading to. That's what I mean by zone. All right, get the idea of where price is heading to and where it's coming from. So I hope this few minute video clip is able to help you in your trading career. And if you love this video, please don't forget to smash the like button, because it helps me to understand that you guys are loving what I'm doing, and in other words, I should keep doing more. So make sure you smash that like button, because it's very important. And for the meantime, I remain your one and only Forex skill coach, Team Legend. Stay safe and keep winning.